Hello and welcome back to Pendor Rearmed, and we're here attacking Mr. Caliph Bman. Yes, Caliph Bman. He is a bartender in his spare time, and otherwise he is known as the Barman. Yes, obviously, very, very terrible jokes notwithstanding, we are going to attempt to eliminate the Dashar as fast as we possibly can. Of course, they have a rather good amount of territory. Yes, rather significant territory for us to deal with. Now, the one thing we have to really concern ourselves with is if the Fiat's vain vassals are actually going to help us or not, because they are, of course, now a part of our faction, if you can believe it. Yeah, I actually saw one of them. And, yeah, I don't know where he went now, but, yeah. We are hopefully going to be having them assist us quite dramatically. I mean, let's face it, you know, we've done all this work basically solo. I mean, I think one thing may have helped us out, by the way. I think if we had spec'd into Persuasion, I'm not sure if that really would have made any difference whatsoever. But what is Persuasion for, if not persuading people to join your faction, or to, you know, influence them in some way to do what you want, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, it would be pretty amazing to have persuasion in real life, right? But, you know, that's not something that I am blessed with, so, haha. Yes, I'm not entirely sure. What would... That's always what's very funny. There's always those hypothetical scenarios where people go, well, what kind of superpower would you have, you know, out of, I don't know, time control and super speed and flying and teleportation and so on and so forth. You know, and everyone always asks those questions. It's just like, oh yeah, what would you like? You know, what kind of power would you go for? And I always just go, yeah, you know what? I have no idea. But, you know, in a real scenario... From a Mount and Blade perspective, because obviously, let's face it, that's kind of the game that we're mostly invested in here. Basically, if you think about what kind of traits you would have from a realistic perspective in the game, and all I can think of is, I'm not. I would be okay. Wait a minute. From a perspective of what kind of unit I would be, or what kind of troop I would be, I guess I'd be something like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to say, to be honest, because I feel like I'm gonna be, I'm probably gonna be some kind of peasant. Let's face it, I'm probably gonna be a peasant of some kind because my skills are pretty low. Oh dearie me. Yeah, I mean my attributes, right? My attributes, let's see. I'm actually going to go to the stat screen after this, just for a hilariously brief hypothetical scenario there. The question is, do I want to... I'm going to take this guy prisoner, actually. I'm going to take him prisoner because, let's face it, we're probably not going to be getting any additional forces at this point, and I'm not going to be able to persuade them no matter what. Anyway, so we're just going to do the old-fashioned thing and just take them prisoner as best as we can. Yes, so this is where we are currently. I was actually attempting to defend these villages. Unfortunately, I was a bit late to get to Glunmar. But, yes. Anyway, we do have Diev here. He has leveled up. Let's just get him a little bit more in Power Strike here. But, yeah, if these were my stats right here in real life, I'd probably have, what, Charisma 2? Yeah, Charisma 2. Intelligence, I don't know, probably 7. I don't know. Agility? Well, probably not. Probably not very good. Probably 4. And then a strength? I don't know. 3, I guess. In comparison, I think average people would probably have like, I don't know, 10, 12, 15? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, actually, because if you think about the various units, right? You think about the various units that we've got here. Like, for example, if we just take a look at a standard adventurer, right? Standard adventurer, as you can see, they have 9 charisma, 9 intelligence. It seems like 9 seems to be around the average. So I'd say that the average is probably going to be 9 for a regular person, right? So anyone that's more exceptional is probably going to have, you know, something a little bit higher than that. So 15, 21, you know, stuff like that. But, yeah, from my perspective... Yeah, my own evaluation of myself is obviously not very good. Anyway, let's have a look. What are we gonna do? Because I now have 30 strength. I think I'll probably just spec into some more agility here, because we do need to get shield, riding, all that stuff. Let's get another point in Iron Flesh, and I wouldn't mind getting some Qualis gems. Unfortunately, we are going to need to speak to travelers and various other NPCs to actually have any chance of spawning some unique spawns that are actually going to be somewhat useful for us. This guy has 414 people. Wow, he must have, yeah, he's got some sway right here. Oh yeah, he's got some sway with loads of people. All right, let's see what we could do. He is maybe going to be quite dangerous. I mean, we've got, look at that, 40 renown from this, 40 renown. I guess it's not that bad. I mean, we've been in a lot of situations that have given us things like 60 and 70 renown, and they were relatively easy for us to deal with. So I'm thinking right now that if we can just get into a decent position, I'm probably just going to hold as much as we possibly can, let our forces do as much damage as possible with their ranged weapons, and then we'll have a good time. I think that's probably going to be the way to go. I'm going to use my lance for a real quick second. I'm just going to try to... yeah. It's not really going to be that effective, unfortunately. I kind of hoped that it would be a bit better than that, considering we are using a Noldor horse now. But unfortunately, as you could see, it's a little bit... yeah, it's not going to be super effective, unfortunately, in comparison to using the rune weapon itself. I mean, literally, the rune weapon, look at that. We do so much damage with this thing, it's kind of bonkers, but obviously that is expected. You know, that is exactly what you want from a rune weapon. And I kind of think to myself, actually, you know what? Maybe I should have gone for something a little bit different. Maybe I should have gone for a sapphire axe or a dagger. You know, I mean, technically I could have gone for a dagger. I'm always kind of intrigued about the other kinds of weapons that you can get, and then I always think, no, I can't do that. You know, I can't take a risk, because it is those kinds. It's just that kind of situation. You can't really. You know, with a decision like that, you can't really just go, yeah, you know what, we're just going to mess around with it. If I had a load of Qualis gems, then obviously I wouldn't mind, right? I wouldn't mind doing that, and that would be okay. But because Qualis gems are so, well, I wouldn't say, that's the funny thing, I wouldn't say they're actually even hard to come by. It's just more of a case that, well, we just don't have any unique spawns on the map at the moment, with the exception of Igrim. And I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm pretty sure that Igrim's going to have... I don't even know how many. Probably something like, what, 2,000? Do you think he has 2,000 troops now? I mean, he's consistently summoning people, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be seeing him running around with, I don't even know, probably 2,000, I'd say. I mean, that's crazy enough as it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has even more than that. Maybe 3,000? Do you think he has 3,000? No way, right? I mean, I don't even know how anyone normal is supposed to deal with that. And there it is, 40 renown for us, and we ended up losing only one person. I really cannot say anything about that. I mean, I've got to say, that was remarkably good, and indeed, oh wow, look at that. Okay, yeah, we're just going to take him prisoner too. I kind of want to try to, you know, farm as much honor as I can, but I don't really want to let these guys go if they have bad personalities to begin with, because they're just going to come back with a significant force and try to be annoying. So that's the thing what I'm trying to be a bit careful of. As you can see, we do have 73 honor rating now. Kind of hoping. I mean, here's the funny thing. If I'd let these guys go, right, I would have gained, I think, one. I think I gain 1 honor every single time I let them go, if I'm correct about that. I'd have 75 now. So, I don't know. I feel like the benefit of having these guys as prisoners outweighs 2 honor. What do you think? I think so. But anyway, let's take a look. Yeah, so Igrim, as you can see, is the only unique spawn on the map at the moment, which is... I don't even know what to really make of that, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to go over to Ishkoman, or Kishnoman, as I have said in the past. And we are going to... Gonna see how many people they have here. Yes, I'm actually very much looking forward to this. Oh, 500. Okay, yeah, this is actually a knighthood order of the Scorpion. They have the Scorpion units. And so I'm actually in a bit of a quandary here about whether I should do this. Oh, okay, apparently I should, because they are going to sally out. Oh, we're very close. Okay, well, this is interesting. Okay, I was not expecting this. But yeah, these... I'm going to say it again, because I think I've actually mentioned this beforehand. But I personally believe that the Scorpion Knighthood Order is not as good as a number of others, because they do seem to be remarkably lightly armored in comparison to the others. Because there are a load of Knighthood Orders that you can choose from, of course. Some of them you don't even need a Qualis Gem to be able to create, by the way. So, you know, some of them you can just make normally, as far as I'm aware. But obviously, in that case, you're not going to be able to take advantage of some really amazing possibilities, you know, because obviously Qualis Gem definitely makes a big difference. But obviously, again, don't quote me on this, because it's been a while since I've actually created any other Knighthood Order, with the exception of CKOs and stuff like that. I did used to create Knighthood Orders, like for example in a very, very old, or should we say older, series of Pendor. I joined the Shadow Legion. Yeah, I joined the Shadow Legion, and that was a lot of fun. 71 renown, look at that. That's insanely fast. And I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of time. We literally just killed 125 people or something along those lines. And they only had, what is it, 500, right? So 125, so 375 remaining. I was kind of hoping for another sally out, but no such luck. Now, the problem with this one, is that they've got two separate walls. They have a layer of wall at the outside, and then they have another wall on the inside. It's going to be pretty harsh, because we're going to come up here, and then we are immediately going to get shot at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little bit risky here. I mean, maybe it's not that risky, but I'm going to do something a bit audacious, and we're just going to put all our people in the courtyard, and we're going to hope that they just completely massacre them with sniper shots all over the place. Laser beams coming out of their eyes. All that wonderful thing, yeah, that we would really, really love to see. Yes. Hopefully we can have something like that happen. I'm actually just going to be a little bit careful here, because I kind of want to give them a target, right? I kind of want to give the enemies a target so that my forces can get into decent positions, and then we can maybe start to see some kills coming in. Here we go. We are actually starting to see something happen, because my forces do seem to be a little bit stuck on the stairs there, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that too much. Not just yet, at least. Do I need to go up here? I'm a bit worried about going up here by myself. Yeah, this is not actually looking good right now for me right here. So generally, even if I wanted to get up here, which is actually doable, as you can see, I can kill quite a few enemies at the bottleneck here. But even if I wanted to, this is not really going to result in that much. As you can see, this is not really... maybe I might be able to survive if we go in here. Oh, actually, hello. Oh, no, never mind. My shield's gone. We're going to be dying in a minute. Or maybe not. No? Oh, okay, interesting. What? Okay, I'm not sure why these guys are letting me live, but okay. Okay, wait, no, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Okay, wait. We've got to be a little bit careful here. Can I live? I'm taking 0 damage because of my armor. Yep, thank you. That's very, very much helping me. Ooh, nice. All right, good shot, good shot. And otherwise, yeah, I think we might want to retreat here. I mean, literally, we've only eliminated 100. This is a terrible layout for us, unfortunately, because the enemy is very entrenched. They're going to have a hard time penetrating the defenses here, and I think that we're probably not going to have a very good time. I'm going to actually retreat from this. I know. I know. Losing honor, gaining honor, losing honor, gaining honor. Yeah, that does seem to be a thing. It is rather irritating, to be honest. But yeah, that's just how it goes. Now, wait a second. We do have a couple of Dashar vassals coming along here. Are they actually at war against the Ravenstone right now? Ah, look at this. Yes, we have a Dashar vassal that has just been taken prisoner by the Fierce Vein, which is actually pretty nice. Oh, hello. Okay, we are apparently being attacked by the Dashar now as well. And we have, actually not a bad amount of renown. I mean, as I say, we kind of need as much renown / prestige as we can get our hands on so that we can create even more T-Knights. T-Knights, it feels like that would be part of the Resident Evil series because of the T-Virus, but I don't know. Whenever I say T-Knights, I always think of the T-Virus. I don't know why. But there you go. Anyway, let's see if we can... Ooh, yeah, this is actually a nice battlefield right here. Look at this. We can get a significant... Oh, I kind of hope that they are going to charge. Yeah, they're not going to do that, are they? They're not going to do that. I'm going to do a horse wall, though. I'm going to do a horse wall. I'm going to try and see if we can make that happen. Well, let me see. I've got 11 archers. Okay, 11 archers only. Well, that doesn't really matter too much. What does matter is getting all our cavalry out in the front here and then telling them to dismount. Oh, yes. Oh, they are actually coming. They are actually coming. Okay, this is pretty cool. Let's place all of our people there. There we go. Every single one of our cavalry has now dismounted. Let's take our cavalry back here. Take our archers back here. The infantry can go in the front. Hopefully, most of my cavalry will be able to retreat back from the front line because we don't want them to get skewered by any potential lancers. It is a very, very likely thing to happen, though, because it seems like the Dashar realized what we were doing, and they wanted to kind of stop us, which I understand that. I mean, who really wants to fight an entrenched enemy? Ha ha ha. Yes. Talking about the siege, of course. Or referring to the siege, at the very least. Okay, let me see. Yeah, nice, nice. Good, good. Okay, nice hit, nice hit. Can I get some more? Yes, I can. Can I get another one? Yes, I can. Very good. And if I can just continue to run around here and actually getting just even a hit or two on pretty much anything, I will take it. As long as I can deal damage, as long as I can contribute to the overall victory, that is all I care about. It doesn't matter whether I do, 50 damage and don't kill anything or do 179 damage. That's, I mean, obviously it's better. One is definitely better than the other, but, as long as I'm contributing in some way, I don't really mind. Doing 5 damage, obviously, is basically pointless, but yes, it's nice to know that we are able to inflict a bit more than that nowadays. Okay, I've got to be a little bit careful. Don't really want to die if I can help it, because there are going to be those moments where I think maybe the enemy is going to have a number of other reinforcements coming in from some faraway land with a bunch of vassals in tow, and that is inherently going to make things kind of bad. Because imagine we're low in HP, we get ourselves killed, and then the enemy comes in with more vassals, and we're unable to enter the battle ourselves because we are so low in HP. So that would be a pretty bad, pretty damaging thing to do. We might even... I feel like we'd probably lose that, because auto-resolve is absolute... it's just terrible. It is really, really bad in Warband for some reason, but yes. Anyway, we've already eliminated... Wow. Yeah, we've already eliminated 190 troops. Should be an easy victory. And that's all thanks to the horse wall, is it? Is it thanks to the horse wall? I don't know. I felt like it did pretty nicely this time. Well, there it is. 43 kills to our name. Yeah, actually pretty surprising that I was able to get so many. But yeah, we went on a bit of a tear there at the end. Yeah, not too bad. Otherwise, 450 enemies were eliminated. Okay, so this is where we get the opportunity to farm some honor. Obviously... I'm not, as I say, I don't know whether it's a particularly good idea for me to just let every single person go, but I don't know, I just feel like it's a good idea, because being able to convert more people to T-Knights is very expensive as it is. So being able to reduce the cost by a small margin might be, well, might be kind of nice, but I don't know. There's many reasons why it's probably not the best idea, but as you can see, we're going to be attacked once again. Oh, wow. Okay, can I... Okay, I can go in. Okay, I can actually go in. I'm gonna do that. I don't really... Oh, this is bad. Okay, I kind of wanted to wait for a bit longer, but unfortunately, I mean, you can obviously tell what was going on there. You know, massive amounts of vassals, including the ruler of the Dashar himself. And he had, obviously, a Jatu army in his employ. So... yeah, that's really, really bad. Alright, we're trying it. Let's see if we can make a dent in their defenses. Oh, it seems like I've already gotten through. Okay, that's kind of surprising. Alright, nice. Okay, I won't be complaining too much about that. Thank you. Hopefully I won't take too much damage from these guys. They are kind of bad, so hopefully I'm not going to die from them. And otherwise, we can just jump on this guy. There we go. He has already been murdered. And, yeah, we've already eliminated 125 just from pure range. I was kind of hoping for more than that, but you know how it is. The layout is extremely good for the defense. And, wait a minute. Okay, we're going to have a bit of an issue here. Maybe. I don't really want to get shot. That's one of the things that we have to be careful of. Yeah. We've got reinforcements coming in here. That's obviously going to be a bit of a problem. We've got a lot of the Dashar Desert Warriors coming in as well. This is bad. Okay, we're going to have to go back here. And there it is. Oh yeah, absolutely perfect. All right, so we got 48 kills for that. 34 renown, not too bad. This basically saved us from being completely destroyed. That is very, very good timing. At least, well, maybe not good timing, but it was just kind of, well, I'm very thankful that we were able to pull it off. Let's just say that. Anyway, there we go. We're just going to move on. Should I request that this be awarded to me? No, I don't really care, to be honest. I think that they should probably give it to someone else. Because the guy, the ruler, literally has so many fiefs. Thanks to the fact that I was unable to persuade anyone to join us beforehand. Yes, isn't that so funny? That's great. Okay, let's go into the tavern real fast. Maybe there's going to be someone... No. Okay, I was kind of hopeful for some adventurers or something. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, he's attempting to besiege this. Now, this is what is really funny about this. We could have an absolute massacre on our hands. If they decide to go in here straight away, they could be facing complete and utter devastation. It might very well be the beginning of the end for the Dashar if they do this. Because, I mean, you've seen my forces. You know exactly what they're all about. Unfortunately, I don't have any additional units that can go in here and help us out with the defense. Ah, it seems as though they have left. Yes, okay, so they basically just ran away. I don't know why, but they did. And I'm going to continue onward. I am literally just going to go ahead and take all of their towns. That's what I'm going to do. Am I going to be audacious as that? Yes, I think we will. Should I just leave Ishkoman as it is? It's only got 5 people in it. I think that's pretty bad. But there's not much more I can do. I think I should probably just go for it. Janos has been... Are you joking? Wow. Okay, you know what? We're going to have to go back there. Because I don't want to lose that if I can help it. That is one of my fiefs that actually pays me. It's actually giving me quite a lot of cash. So I would prefer not to lose it if at all possible. Let's see if I can... Oh, no. It's this army. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Okay, there we go. We actually did get inside. So I guess that's nice. Let's just have a look-see. Okay, we do have a traveler here. Okay. Yeah. This is going to be kind of harsh, actually. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If they decide to come in here, this is not that bad. Oh, no, there we go. They're just going to leave again. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is generally what tends to happen in Warband quite a lot. I'm not sure why the AI decides to do this, because all intents and purposes, they could come in here and probably... I mean, they'd probably win, to be honest. They'd probably do very, very well, just because of what they have here. Let's just go and build that that hospital. Maiden adventurers. There we go. Okay. So yeah, as I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Singal then. I'm going to go to Singal because I don't think I can take the time to go all the way down to Naltar, even though I personally believe that that would be a much better thing to do from a strategic perspective. 609. That's kind of harsh in itself. Ah, well, never mind. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll be able to. Yep, there we go. Oh, we're not getting a sally out? We're not getting a sally out. Okay. Let's see what happens here, actually. Are we going to be able to shoot these guys from all the way over here? Or should we get onto the walls? That's the question. Getting onto the walls might be more advantageous. We'd get a much easier line of sight. So I think we'll probably just tell our forces to move down here. Yeah, I think it will probably be easier, but we're going to get shot to pieces in the meantime. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, this is kind of bad. Yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping to avoid, but if we can get my forces into position, they may in fact be able to take advantage of the line of sight, like I said. So let's see if we can do it. Maybe I can just headshot this guy, or not, as the case may be. Oh, there we go. We actually got one. Wow. Okay, yeah, it's very funny actually how the AI how they decide where and when they're going to attack. It's really quite impressive. Let's just say that. Anyway, not sure what we can really do with this, because this is another pretty terrible layout for us. The only thing we could have done was maybe move them into the courtyard here. I guess we could just put them there now. I don't know how well that's going to really work, because we do have so many different angles that the opponent can shoot us from, but hopefully my forces will actually turn around and kill these two right here. It would be kind of nice if they would shoot at them, but they're having some issues with that, potentially. They don't seem to really want to do anything with that. They're doing damage, though. They are doing damage, but this is... I mean, clearly, as you can see here, this is very, very difficult for us. So I'm thinking right now that what we're probably going to do, considering it's basically almost a... well, I was going to say a 1-for-1, but a lot of the time our forces are being killed. Yeah, as you can see, a Noldor Ranger. Literally losing a Noldor Ranger in this situation. Absolutely terrible. Really, really bad. So there's only one thing that I can really do from here, and I think that is probably to retreat. I'm going to wait until we get, like, I don't know, 90, 100 kills, something like that, and then we'll get out of here. Ah, we have a sally out. Yes, this is perfect. All right. Yeah, we came here just from Singal. I basically decided to leave Torba for now and leave Torba. Leave Singal for now and go after Torba instead. I feel like this is a much better idea. Ah, yes. Okay, yeah. So the enemy is, in fact, going to be an idiot about it. And we're going to try and see whether we can maybe make this work. I'm going to try to distract as many of the arrows as possible so my forces can get into position. Because, of course, we want them to use their ranged weapons as, well, they're probably the most effective against these guys. And we will tell them to charge in very, very soon. Probably about now. Let's try and see if we can get some kills ourselves. Alright, well that was a bit close, wasn't it? Yeah, that was really, really close. But thankfully we were able to achieve victory here without me dying. So that's great. And there we go. 70 renown for us is nothing to sniff at. So let's actually just wait here for a little bit of time. Unfortunately, Ishkoman did get taken back by the Dashar. As you can see, there's a huge amount of them coming towards us right now. So we're just going to have to go straight back on in to the siege. And we may have to commit to this, which would be maybe not so bad. Because this courtyard here, this courtyard is much better than the one we were having to deal with beforehand. So let's see if we maybe make this work. If we can make this work, then we'll be great, because then we can just kind of relax and chill inside the walls. But when it comes to dealing with the yes, dealing with the potential vassals outside, we might have some huge problems. But hopefully we won't, as we will be taking it. We will hopefully capture this with many, many minimal issues. Yes, many minimal issues. Yeah, so we want thousands of minimal issues rather than just one big issue, I guess. Yeah. That's what that means, I suppose. Anyway, let's just actually make my way over here, move our forces a little bit closer. As you can see, we are absolutely destroying the opponent from range. And hopefully that will continue as I hide in this corner here. Alright, so I did decide to charge in. Unfortunately, I got myself killed on the ladder here because I just got shot to pieces, basically. See, the funny thing is, this is obviously a warband issue. If you go first up the ladder, you're probably going to take the most damage, right? And if you go in there with 40%, 50% HP, well, it's probably safe to say you're going to take massive damage and probably die. But if you go behind all of your units, right? So let's say that you're this guy down here, you know, one of these guys down here. It's going to be almost probably, I wouldn't say impossible, but it would probably be very unlikely that you would be able to even see some action towards the end of the siege, or at the very least at all, because what's going to happen is your own forces are going to be blocking the way, and it's going to be very, very difficult for you to, you know, sort of contribute to the battle. So most of the time, when we have this kind of situation happen, I like to go first, because we can hopefully clear the way, first of all, and then second of all, well, we're not going to get stuck behind our own forces. And there we have it. We were indeed victorious. I'm actually extremely, extremely pleased with that. Funnily enough, there wasn't really anything that could have been super, super dangerous here. Like, yeah, okay, fine. They had Dashar Dust Riders, 29 of them, but that is pretty much it. Everything else was not exactly amazing for them. I am going to take this guy prisoner. I know. I should probably try to get as much honor as possible, but In this case, no. I'm just going to try to remove as many of the enemy as possible from the battlefield. It is going to be probably a little bit better for us. Probably not in the long run, but in the short term, yeah, okay, you know, that's fine. So yeah, we'll just continue onward. I'm not gonna request this, and we're just gonna move on here. See if we can maybe do something. I kind of hope the Feared's Vein will. I'm not sure what they're doing, but I'm kind of hoping that they'll do something. It does seem as though they are being quite passive. What's this? Singalian Foreign Spearmen? Do I? No. I'm not going to take those. Yeah, I kind of wish they had given me something a little bit better. But yeah, as you can see, there's a massive horde of Dashar just roaming around the land here. And they're definitely going to want to absolutely murder. So, yeah. Okay, so going to give that to Jarl Adelstein. Okay, that's obviously fine if he wants to do that. But I'd kind of hope that maybe they're going to... I don't know. Maybe they're going to turn up with a big force or something. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm the Marshal, aren't I? Yes. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yes. I should probably not be the Marshal if I want my forces to actually do something, because I'm the one that has to call them. And, well, to be fair, I'm actually capable of doing much more than they are, so I think we're probably going to give up the Marshalship. And we're just going to let them do their own thing, because that seems, in my opinion, to be probably the best course of action, unless we want to take on Igrim. If we want to take on Igrim, then we will have to call for a campaign. That could potentially be a nice way to go, actually. I don't know. Maybe we want to do that. Let's see what happens with the Dashar first, though, because they are definitely going to be coming in here in just a second. They don't seem to want to... Oh, no, wait. No, they are actually leaving. Okay. What is actually going on with these guys? They're being a bit silly. Yeah, they're being a little bit silly right now for me, for my liking, shall we say. Let's actually just go very quickly over to Naltar. Yeah, there's a significant amount here, but that is just going to have to be how it is. Unfortunately, I can't decide. I have to do it, you know. We have to go in here. We have to do as much damage as we possibly can and try to get the enemy in a bad situation. Oh yeah, this is actually really nice though. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to tell all of my forces to charge in here. Apart from my archers, of course. Just tell the archers to hold position. Because I feel like the Dashar do tend to want to stay at range quite a bit. And if I can... kind of swarm them a little bit faster than they would like, then we're going to be good. Well, that was a massacre and a half, wasn't it? That was absolutely fantastic. Look at that, 90 renown for us right there. Gonna wait here for some time. We got 37,000. Oh, actually, wait a minute. What did we get? Oh, we got engineering skill increase. Okay, well, that's quite funny. I personally, I do not care about engineering at all. Not with our current character at the very least. It would have been fantastic to get that on a companion, like for example Sir Jocelyn, but yeah, that's just how it goes, unfortunately. Anyway, let's just see. Okay, actually, what's going to happen here? Oh, no, this is actually pretty good. This is a decent layout for us. I was actually kind of wondering where the enemy was going to be situated, most of them at least. And if we can maybe get them here, I think this sounds pretty good. Maybe we can get quite a few ranged kills, and if they don't have particularly high tier units, we may in fact even be able to go in with very little danger, or at least I hope so. I'm gonna try and see if I can go up here myself. 21 Huh. Yeah. 21 damage. That's pretty impressive. 18... I have a shield, sir. I have a shield. Look at me. Yeah. Yeah, look at me. On the floor. Yep. Yep, that's what he does. That's what he does. 40... Really? We only got... Oh, we've only got 40 people. Yes, we only killed 40 people. Well, this seems to be going a lot better this time around. I'm actually unsure why that is. I'm assuming the reason for that is because we have already eliminated a few of the shield-bearing units. That seems to be the case, at least, because we're now seeing massive amounts of killing sprees going on, and it is fundamentally just because the enemy is having so many archers at the very front here, and I think that's probably it. Anyway, let's see if we can maybe clear the way. Or not, as the case may be. Ah, there it is. Okay, so the next stage of the siege has begun. We finally penetrated the opening bottleneck. It takes quite a while, doesn't it? But yes, thankfully we did get some pretty nice fun for ourselves, personally. Being behind enemy lines is always an enjoyable experience, especially when you have the opportunity to survive a little bit longer than normal. You know, you obviously don't want to die immediately. You do want to get a handful of kills. And, oh, hello. I might actually die now. Oh, well, never mind. If that happens, it happens. Getting shot massively. What's actually going on there? There's a massive amount of them on the rooftop over there. I'm actually quite surprised that they have a position like that. Interesting. Okay, well, if I take 1 damage, I'm dead, so kind of have to be a bit careful here. I'm going to hide behind this. Okay, my forces are seemingly doing something kind of weird. I'm not sure why they're doing that instead of moving to the right. That's kind of a bit of a weird decision to make, considering there's so many archers over there. But if they want to do that, then they want to do that. I don't know. I don't really get it, but, you know, if they want to do it, I guess that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to be able to hit any of these guys from here. Oh, no, I did. Wow. Okay. Nice. Actually, maybe kill someone? Nope, didn't. Okay. Unfortunate. I think if I'd hit one more time, I definitely would have killed at least one. Yeah, so here's the thing. If I move from this position, I will die. So the question is, do I want to? Kind of? Yeah, let's do it. Come on now. I'm going to get 1 kill to get to 75 if I can. Oh. Yeah. Just joking. Yeah, exactly. No, we're fine, we're fine. 1 damage. Oh, I actually took 1 damage and survived. I thought I had 1 HP. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, there you go. We actually ended up getting quite a few more kills, surprisingly enough, and my forces are still stuck on the stairs. Yes, they do seem to be fighting a rather ridiculous battle. Oh, that's quite funny. Anyway, we should be okay here, right? We should be okay here, and then we'll see what we can do about cleaning up the rest of the Dashar. And there it is, a victory for us. Actually, not too bad. We actually ended up only losing 4 troops. Very interesting. Okay, what did we lose even? Okay, basically someone that doesn't really matter too much. Another one that doesn't really matter too much. Okay, where are the other 2? I don't see them. Ah, Heretic Magnus. Okay, that's actually completely fine. We got 87 kills in that as well, which is pretty nice. Okay, we'll let that guy go just for the honor. And I guess we'll take the helmet, even though that's not particularly useful. But yeah, I guess that's fine. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything else that I want to take here? I guess the Heretic Worshipper, and that's it, really. Yeah, that is actually... I guess I could just take a couple more. Gonna do this, and we're gonna manage the garrison real fast, because we're just gonna place the ones that we did take from the garrison, or should we say from the rescued prisoners, put them in here. I don't really care for them myself, so I will just be putting them in there. And there you go. So they have a small garrison, 31. That's not really going to do anything, to be honest. That is literally going to provide them with, well, the smallest amount of protection. And... oh, Drunken Adventurer. Okay, yeah, not really something I'm particularly caring about here, but yeah, I guess that's fine. There we go. Singalian Spearman. No, I don't really care about that. Okay, so we are just going to get some food. We do need some. I want to make sure we don't run out of food. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's what happens in Warband. When you get a significant size of army, eventually it becomes necessary to buy food and make sure your morale is always high, almost constantly. So it's very, very difficult to make that work most of the time, but yeah. Otherwise, let's see what they've put in here. Have they put anything in here? 76. Okay, that's absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. I don't think I can call for a... oh, hello. With your gain of 5,000 renown, you are hailed everywhere as the hero of Pendor, and the lords wish to grant you +1 charisma in recognition of your heroism. Okay, so there you go. Look at that. 5,000 renown. Actually, not too bad. I like it. Okay. And we got 76. 76 enemies to fight. I am probably just going to be placing my forces here, and then literally just standing here and just letting them do as much damage as possible with range. Just let them deal with their ammunition and everything. Just let them unload on all of their faces. That's what we want. And otherwise, we'll be absolutely fine to recapture this. This is the reason why I was being very, very relaxed about it being retaken, because it is just so easy to take it back. And there it is, easy mode, taking it, not a problem. Let's move on, let's ask for no rewards. I kind of want to, wait, did I already sell all my people to the ransom? Yes, I did, okay, yeah, we did do that, that's wonderful. Let me just level up some people before we move on here. Yes, heroine adventurers, thank you. Okay, so basically 0 people in the garrison here, but I don't actually care. I'm going to be moving on straight away because it's going to take them a bit of time to retake this, even if they do attempt to do that. They are attacking it, that's okay. I don't have to worry about it. We're going to take Ishkoman now, and then we're going to be going for Singal as well. Bear this in mind. Every single time they take something, they are going to be placing fewer and fewer units in the garrison. This is a strategy that I've used time and time again over the years in almost every single situation, and it has always paid off very, very well. So, you know, generally if you wear the AI down, you can actually do that pretty easily in this situation. Obviously, there are multiple different ways that you can do this. Sometimes it pays off better than others. Other times it doesn't pay off at all, because they will just, you know, magic up units and stuff, and they'll maybe have unlimited amounts of forces and stuff like that. And just bear in mind, obviously, campaign AI is just a grinding simulator, so, you know, obviously set your particular campaign AI difficulty to whatever you want it to be. So if you want a longer, grindier experience, then you obviously know what to do. You can put that on the maximum, and then you can have exactly what you desire. But I personally find it a little bit too magical for my liking. I think it's a bit too artificial in the way that it deals with troop recruitment. Okay, there it is. 23 renown for us, and indeed there was a vassal in there, but obviously he's, you know, he's left, and yeah, that's it. There you go. Look at that. Very nicely done. Now I'm just going to buy a lot of food, and then we're going to be making our way back over to Torba really, really fast. Not sure if I'm going to be making it there in time. If I don't make it there in time, then that's absolutely fine. Oh, no. Actually, as you can see, we do have some people coming and actually helping us. Yes, I like that. Okay, so now Tara is also under siege. I'm going to run back there very, very quickly as well. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be a massive, massive siege defense if they decide to go in. I did not want to speak to the guildmaster. Let's wait here for some time. Let's see. Yep, they are indeed leaving. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave here very, very quickly. I'm going to see if they come back. Yep, as you can see, they're in the area. This is perfect. This is literally exactly what we want. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode off here, because this guy is not, as you see, they are not going to commit. They are not going to commit for, I mean, literally, look at this guy. What did he do just there? This is absolutely hilarious. I was going to say, yeah, let's end the episode off here. Actually, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that right now. We are going to be attacking these guys first. 65 renown for us. A very, very nice battlefield for a cavalry-heavy force. We have 91 people. We are going to be charging every single one of them in here, because if we are aggressive, I feel like we are going to achieve victory very, very quickly. As I say, they have, well, they have a lot of cavalry themselves, but I do think we are going to have a much better idea of what to do than they do. So let's see if I can do some damage. I think we'll be okay. Yes, so it does look as though the Dashar have a bunch of these desert warriors, and they seem to be the majority of their forces, which is actually pretty fine. I mean, there's some of the new, I feel like they do have most of the new equipment that Pendor Rearmed gives them, because they seem to have these polearms that are actually really quite dangerous, even in regular infantry combat. You've seen it time and time again where there's been a desert warrior up against us in a siege or something like that, and they always seem to be relatively useful. They do damage, you know? They're not just a regular unit with a polearm that just does nothing. They're actually quite effective. So definitely something to be a bit aware of if you're going to go into a siege against these guys, because they actually, despite being polearm users and despite it being a thrusting only weapon, they can actually do damage. They're pretty good. So a little bit to be careful of there. If you are playing alongside me, might want to be a bit aware that they can do some damage. And otherwise, we just have to make sure that we are going to have a decent time eliminating the rest of the enemy's cavalry. I mean, you can see here, look at the ratio. The ratio, yeah, I mean, we just have such a strong army right now. It's extremely difficult for anyone to pretty much do anything against us unless they have some kind of strategic advantage. Like, for example, being in a siege, you know, being in a siege definitely helps out, you know, making sure that they are in a very, very lucrative defensive position. That's really kind of the whole deal. If we're ever going to lose, that usually is the only way. And there it is, 65 renown, absolutely amazing. Really, really like being able to get so much renown here. I'm going to just auto-resolve this. I'm not going to go in for 3 people, thank you very much. Alright, so I'm going to take these guys prisoners. Yep, they are all terrible personalities, so I am more than happy to take them off the field. And we're going to take a Dashar Dust Rider there. That sounds pretty good to me. We'll take the rest of the prisoners as well. And there we have it. Okay, so we have actually thinned out the opponent's army by a significant amount. And we've also taken 3 towns. Obviously, as I've said, it's easy for us to take these back if they get taken. But all we need to do is just run interference as much as possible. That's going to be my main goal. And well, it looks as though they're on their last legs, or at the very least, well, Valenbray is going to be pretty easy for us to take. Singal is not. Singal is going to be much more difficult. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.